Hi guys, I just want to say good evening and welcome to another episode of Getting Real with Rococo. Remember, REAL stands for real estate and living. So we're going to talk about that today. It's going to be a conversation about how I got featured in the Washingtonian Magazine. So at first, I basically was just posting on my personal account on Instagram, and someone messaged me and was like, "Hey, I'd love to do an article on you. I'd love to do an article on you, and I'd love to take some of your pictures and write a blog about you. Would you be available for an interview to answer some questions?" So I answered the questions, and then she made me take a few pictures of my house. So this is what I did. And this is the final article here. So we're on Instagram here and also Facebook. So this is the article. So it's a look inside my home, a Loudoun County townhouse with restoration hardware hacks and two really, really cute pups. Now I have 3 pups now, but this was published in July of this year. And you can see this is my article here. You can go on Washingtonian.com and find it here as well. So you can read all about my Brambleton townhouse here, and you can scroll through the pictures. But now I want to point you to a video that if you're on Instagram Live right now, I'll be posting it on IGTV soon enough. And then I'll also be posting the article as well. So you can watch that later. And basically this video is just a little tour of my house and what it's, what it's decorated like for the winter. So let's get started and go through the video. Okay, so here we go. Hi guys, it's Chloe here from Rococo Real Estate Design, and I wanted to take you on a tour of my crib. Always wanted to say that since MTV Cribs came out in the early 2000s, so here we go. And I wanted to show you a little bit of how I got featured in Washingtonian Magazine. So, let's go. I hope you enjoyed the tour, but now it's time to go. So if you want anything like this, then give me a call, give me a text, send me a DM, and we'll set you up on a consultation to help you either with your current house right now, to either get it set up to sell, to design for Christmas, or even to make your house homey when you move in. So if those fit any of your needs, then in the next 12 months, then give me a call. I'm booking for consultations this month in December. Isn't that the best present before Christmas, is to get your home homey and fabulous? Okay, well, it's Chloe signing off. Love ya. Bye, guys. So there you have it. That was my home tour of my brief home tour. And like I said, this will be up on my Facebook pages. And also the IGTV will be live later as soon as it uploads. But I don't think it's uploaded yet. But you can see that my interior design is curated from my love of antiques as well as very like raw natural material. So I like a lot of traditional meets modern as well. I like having my modern crate and barrel chairs right here that have more of a metal texture with the leather as well as like the raw edge table. I like having the antique Persian rugs, which kind of add a more kind of like worldly vibe, as well as finding antique finds at either like the DC Big Flea or flea markets or eBay or Everything But the House, which is another app I've used. And yeah, I love getting a bargain. So go check out your outlets. Restoration Hardware Outlet is actually one of my favorites. And soon at the Leesburg outlets, we're actually getting a DWR, which is a modern furniture place as well. And one of the best things that we've invested in at this house as well is the automated blinds. You can't really tell that they're there because they blend in with the paint so well, but they are a lifesaver. So it just like blackout, it makes the room dark. They're blackout blinds, and they go up and down, so there's no worry about damaging them as well. And then one of my greatest finds that I've ever found is actually this painting here. It's actually I'm pretty sure it's 9 by 11 feet. And actually I had to hire a U-Haul van in order to get it home from HomeSense. I actually got it on opening day of HomeSense in Sterling, and it was the biggest painting there. And I knew that I really wanted to put it there on the wall. And I also tried to carry it upstairs, but it wouldn't actually fit upstairs. So it was pretty difficult to actually get in. It actually doesn't weigh that much, even though it looks pretty big. And then I really like collecting old cameras. I like putting them around the house. I usually put them on my mantelpiece, but since it's Christmas time, I'm making it Christmassy. And I used to have a jute rug in the living room. And although I loved what it looked like, it just collected dust. And you would have to like sweep under it every single couple weeks and just like hoover it and vacuum it. But like obviously it would get in there. And then obviously if like you spill something on it, then it just smells like damp and it just smells like jute. It doesn't smell very nice. So I'm saving up to invest in a different rug, but at the time being, I invested in a Ruggable Rug, which is interesting. It actually is very high quality, the rug. It actually looks like this is a Turkish rug here, right here. So it actually looks like a Turkish rug, but you can actually peel it off and put it in the washing machine. And I got the biggest one here. It's the 8 by 10, and it fits right in the washer. And I've washed it a couple times now, and it works like a charm. And then one of my favorite features of my house is actually these pipe shelves I made. I actually bought everything myself. I cut the wood, everything, did it all by myself, just one person doing it. And I bought this wood from Home Depot, and they cut it for me to size. I knew all the measurements by hand. And then I got them to cut these pipes here. They can actually thread it all for you at Home Depot and Lowe's. And I hit these wood panels here with a rake, with a hammer, with some other tools and some chains in order to just make it look very distressed. And then I tainted it with a stain. And because they had those like dents and stuff in it, it really made it look very antique. And then I also got all the pipes. And one of the hardest things about this was actually cleaning those pipes. So I would recommend probably next time getting them from somewhere online that has them already cleaned. But this was inspired by Restoration Hardware, and I really wanted those shelves from Restoration Hardware, and they cost about $1,000 per like shelf, right? Like one shelf, $100,000, so $1,000. So it actually ended up being around $350 for all of the materials, which is actually pretty good, because I didn't actually have anything before I started. So I had to buy like everything, including the stain, all the pipes, all the cleaning material, everything. So there's the old cameras. And then we got these from Wayfair as well. Um, I like the gold with the gray. I actually wanted to switch out these knobs and everything for gold as well, but just waiting to find something. And that's the thing too. So if you're trying to design something, like it wasn't like this when I moved in, it takes time. Obviously, if you're buying or selling a house, like there are ways to make it feel more homey, like relatively quickly. Especially if you know kind of like what you want or you have someone to help you. Yeah, it's a lot easier. And there are like a few items that you can buy just really affordable if you want to like stage your home a little bit better, um, as well as make it homey for the holidays. Like, for example, this mirror in my bathroom was purchased from Ross. You wouldn't know it was from Ross, but it's pretty nice, right? And then this ladder here was actually purchased from one of the stores near Luckett's. It's right next to the On a Whim. And yeah, it's actually pretty nice. And this is actually my favorite wallpaper. It's by Magnolia Home and it's the newspaper print. And I thought it was perfect for the bathroom. And I actually got one of the Great Railroad toilet paper holders here. And I thought it was just very nice for like the antique vibe. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, let's see if there are any questions here.